Hi everybody, I thought today that I would do a video for crew who are new and they don't quite know what sort of luggage to get. So in terms of that is like a suitcase and a travelling case, so that you don't waste money and you know exactly what you're going to go in for, which is going to last you, and you know what size to get, etc, etc. Because I know that when I first became crew, all I did was spend money on luggage which I actually didn't need and it was such a waste of money, and still now I don't actually use it. So recently I bought a new suitcase and also a new little luggage bag for me to carry all of my little bits like that I need to hand quite easily. So yeah, that is exactly what I'm going to show you. Also, I'll leave links below in the description box for you, so you can have a little look, see how much I paid. And I just ran down the stairs really quick, so I'm a little bit out of breath, but yeah, so that's exactly what I'm going to do today. It's just going to go through my luggage and what I suggest is really good. Okay, so for my new flight bag, I decided to go with a little trip one. It looks like this. It's actually called the Glide Light No. 2 4W flight bag. And it's really cute. It's got like a little handle here, which you pop those and then you've got the two handles. It's also got a shoulder strap, and on the front it has a zipped pocket, which is quite big actually. That will fit all your bits and bobs in, like your phone and your passport, etc. if you don't want to carry a handbag, or if you don't have a handbag, or not, or just put little bits and bobs there, like all your liquids. That would be a good one. Then it's got a big zip, and inside it's just got like a really good space in here for things like your cabin shoes, your lunch, any aprons or gilets that you might be wearing for your service, your hot water bottle, your scarf, your gloves, etc. But they're so sturdy, and they're also waterproof as well, which is so good, because if you have a disaster where you pop your bag, like say for example a hot country, and you might have like condensation, etc., and your bags might get a bit damp, where it's really good because it's waterproof. And also you've got your trip 5-year guarantee, and whenever you buy a trip bag you always get these guarantees, so make sure that you keep hold of these, because it's so important. Because although it's not really for crew, if you damage your bag, then you just go straight into any trip retailer and you get a replacement. So it's really good. And yeah, I really was excited about getting one of these, because I had a Longchamp before, which is in one of my videos, what's in my cabin crew bag, essentials. And I just thought it's time to upgrade. And also this is just so much easier because it has a smart strap. And I will show you exactly the benefit of having a smart strap in a second when I go through my suitcase, my new suitcase with you. So yeah, this is my new little flight bag, and I just thought it was a really good size. You know, I can pop it onto my my forearm and carry it like that. Also it's got the shoulder strap, which is really good, and the smart strap as well. So I just thought that was a really good bag, which would come in handy for you know, a long time. When I was looking for a suitcase, I actually ordered one, and I had to send it home. I had to send it back because it was just too small. They do a light one at the moment, and it's really small. And I just looked at it and I just thought, it's great for cabin, and it says it's suitable for cabin, but by the time I had everything in it, I just thought to myself, especially as I don't like to put my bag in the hold, it would just not be enough for me. So I sent that back, and I then got this. So this is the Holiday 4 medium 4-wheel suitcase, which is a 65 centimeters. The measurements are 45 by 30 by 65 centimeters. So it's quite a not so much of a smaller bag, but it is a good bag, and I personally think that's okay as crew in the cabin. I don't know if many airlines would let you, probably have to go a size down, but hold wise, I mean, it's fantastic as well. I always go for a hard shell, just because they get thrown around so much that it's obviously more convenient if you have a hard shell than a soft shell. Also the Tough Secure Lock, which is the TSA. It's heavy. It always has one of those. A TSA lock, for those that don't know what one is, it's a universal sort of lock where airports can actually open your bag without having to destroy a lock or go through your case and break it, basically. So they will have a lock in each airport and they can just open it, and they'll obviously notify you if they have been through your bag, or they should do anyway. And that's just in case something has scanned up which shouldn't be in there. So your TSA lock, you set your code, and there's also a release key which every airport will have. So advantages of a bag like this, it's got 4 wheels, and 4 wheels makes such a difference because it will glide so much better on 4 wheels than it will 2. Also, when you're pulling a bag, if it can glide on 4, it's so much more better for your back and your shoulders if you have 4, that it can, you know, maneuver easier. So that is why a 4-wheel bag is so much more convenient than a 2-wheel bag. So when you are choosing a bag, I definitely would suggest a hard case 4-wheel bag. The other advantage that one of these trip bags have is they've got obviously the side handle, which you can carry like this. Also got your top handle, and you've also got your sliding handle, which will help you pull it along. So inside or attached, you obviously have your 5-year guarantee by Trip, like I said previously with the flight bag. Make sure you keep hold of these. It has all the details of the bag. You don't have to fill out anything, you don't have to send anything away. Just keep hold of it, and if anything happens, then you can just take it in. And obviously if it's not stolen, you can't do that, but if you damage it or break it from flying, I think though, word of advice is you don't say that you're crew, but I think if you actually really damage it at work with your airline, I'm pretty sure every airline have a covering guarantee with their company where you can actually claim back for your suitcase. So if you don't have a Trip suitcase and you don't have a 5-year guarantee, but you've had your suitcase broken or vandalized, then I think you can claim it back for your company and they'll get you a new one. But I don't know, you'll have to just go through your company and have a look and see what they do for you. So yeah, so this is the suitcase, and I'm going to show you a little bit inside and what it's all about, and also how it sort of maneuvers and the size of things that you need. So earlier on when I was talking to you about the smart strap, which I was really excited about on the back of the flight bag, I'm going to show you exactly what a smart strap is. Okay, so this is your suitcase, and you've raised your handle like so. You take your flight bag, attach the Velcro, and then your smart strap fixes over the handle and down. It's just so much easier to maneuver so that you don't have the weight of this bag on your arm and pulling. So it just sits like that, and you can just carry on and push your bag like so. They're so important, I personally think, to have, because the strain that your back and your neck and your shoulders goes through with pulling so much luggage, as well as the trolleys during your services, etc. It's so important to make sure that you're looking after yourself and your back, etc. So that is why I suggest getting a smart strap, or I think I want to say now it's a smart sleeve. I think I've got it wrong. Oh, I can't really remember. But that is exactly why. And like, I haven't done it already, and I had my Longchamp, and all I'd do is carry it on my forearm, and And I just think to myself, the amount of back problems that I have, especially with this shoulder here, that it was just so sore. And also I had a car crash last year, and also that has made it 10 times worse. So if you have any ongoing like medical issues or any back problems, then definitely start to look for something that's going to really benefit you if you are flying or you fly a lot. Okay, so like I said, this is your hard shell, which is exactly what you want. And then you've got your zip that opens it. So this is a really good size for your clothes, etc. And you've got your 2 straps which do up. So when you fit all your clothes and you lie them all out, you can strap those 2 straps together, and that will keep everything in place so that when it gets thrown into the hole by the lovely baggage people, you know your clothes are staying still. You've got this little flap here which you can put, you know, well, whatever you want, which is good to have. Okay, so here, I'm just going to spin this around. Okay, so here you've got this, which is detachable. That just attaches onto these here, like so, to keep that intact like this. Okay, so you've got a big zip that pulls across. Oh, it's so hard to do it with one hand. And in here you've got like a little netted see-through area, so you could pop your you know, your underwear here, or your chargers and your adapters, etc, 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 or wherever you want. You could pop those into there. And then what I would do is I'd probably, while I was packing, unclip this, push that out the way, and then I'd probably use this area for my shoes, etc. So you have a little compartment, and then by pulling this back you have it, you know, them quite secure, because they probably won't come out of that little hole. So personally, I really like Trip. I think they're such a good brand in suitcases and luggage. I've had it for years now, and I find that I've never had a problem with it. The only thing I keep doing is ordering the wrong sizes. So I'm going to quickly tell you the prices of each one that I definitely paid for them. And I know on the Trip website, if you go on, they always got great deals. Also, if you go into Debenhams, which is a store in the UK, I don't think they have it anywhere else, unfortunately, but it's a store in the UK. You can get all the Trip stock in there and have a look. Also, you can look online too. Just make sure you have a tape measure, because I was like, yeah, that'll be fine. And it was so small. I was like, oh my god, like my makeup bag's bigger than that. Okay, so I've just found out the prices for this one. So the Suitcase, which is the, what is it called again? Holiday 4 medium 4-wheel suitcase, which is 65 centimeters in black, which has a weight of 4 kilograms and a capacity of 66 liters. The measurements are 45 by 30 by 65. This was £49. I think it was reduced from £69. So I got that for £49. And you think as well, I know it's quite a lot of money to pay out, but it will last you for so long, and you want a decent suitcase, remember, because when you're going all over the world, you want a protective suitcase that's going to protect your personal items. This little bag here is called the Trip Glide Light 2 flight bag, and it's in black, and that was £16. So £16, I didn't want a huge one because apparently they do quite big ones as well, but I knew that I was getting quite a small suitcase, so I didn't want to obviously get a huge one, because I think their large ones were only like 24, and I was like, oh, that's a good price, that's a good price. Should I go for the £16 one, or should it was something like £19? I was like, hardly anything in price, and I was like, oh, should I go for the bigger one? Like, would it be easier? But I thought to myself, actually, I'm not going to go for a huge suitcase. However, what I want to say is, if you are going for a bigger suitcase, because you are going to put your bag in the hold, I don't usually tend to take too much stuff away with me when I fly, so that is why I went for like a smaller suitcase. However, if you're going away and you're doing longer trips, you're going to definitely need a bigger suitcase, especially if you like taking all like your whole wardrobe with you and shoes, etc. Like if you have a Vegas or something, like you need like 10 outfits, don't you? Let's face it. So I would definitely get a bigger suitcase. I know that I have the large one and this is the medium, so it just depends really. I take a large one, and also depends on the flight that you're going to do. If you're only going to be doing charter short haul, you're only going to be night stopping, the smaller one to this would have been perfect, because you could just fit your pajamas, a change of clothes and a quick like night stop kit. This would be better for like 2 or 3 nights, and then your larger trip probably you're talking 4 or 5 nights. So bear that in mind when you decide what suitcase where you are flying to. And also what I would do if you have like a suitcase, just don't rush into buying a suitcase straight away. Just sort of get a feel of what your rosters are like when you start flying and see where you're going, because you don't want to go and spend like £300 on suitcases and then be like, oh great, there's a bloody annoying suitcase blocking my, you know, this and that, because there's nothing worse. I'm so bad for it. I'm like, oh, I hate suitcases being everywhere, and they are literally everywhere. So make sure that you go for something that you really you like the look of, you think is really easy to maneuver, you like the space, you think all your stuff is going to fit in, and just use your common sense really. Also make sure you find out what colours you are allowed, because certain airlines, my airline, I'm only allowed black or navy blue, and you know, other airlines are allowed certain things, etc. Also, just to let you know that some airlines are extremely lucky and they get bags given to them for their uniform. In that case, well, aren't you lucky? But this is really for those who don't have a clue and just needed a bit of inspiration on what to buy and what brands, etc., and sort of what money you're going to be spending. But I hope you found this video really useful. If you like my channel, then give it a, if you like my channel, if you like my channel, subscribe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I've got loads of cabin crew videos coming up. I'm going to do loads more, get exciting and etc. But sometimes I do lose a little bit of inspiration. So I don't know what people want to see. Like I said, it's difficult. I can't get on a plane and show you my day-to-day life of working, because I cannot do that. My company will not allow it. I can't find that many companies would allow that. So think of things which you need help with, questions, if you want me to go through anything more in depth. But also make sure that you look through my videos that I have already done, because I've done quite a few on cabin crew now. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it all. And yeah, I'm gonna go now because I'm just chatting and chatting and chatting. But take care guys, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.